Good people, good people. It is your boy Cool McCain coming off that big Super Bowl victory last night. Still in the building. Your boy's still in the building. We're going to be talking professional wrestling, of course. TNA, AEW, some WWE. Y'all might be asking, so you're not normally by yourself. You are not normally the only Monarch. That is correct. Because of my win, things are a little bit, off the norm tonight. But, off the walls is normal, so it's all good. So, Playmaker will be joining me. But while we'll wait, Playmaker, go ahead and start digging into things because we're a little bit late. Things happen, right? Appreciate everybody that's tuning in, everybody that's watching, everybody listening on 502 Angel Radio, everybody listening on Real Wise Radio, everybody that is checking us out on either Shady Sports Network or at Real Play Callers, both on YouTube. It's time to get into it, y'all. So TNA, total nonstop action. Had a couple of things happen last week. Of course, we had a Congo one mistake that he did. We know Joe Henry's concerts are interesting. Always have been. Always will be. There was also a title match on the show as well. So we will discuss that as well here. So allow me a moment, y'all. Things are, like I say, it's a little bit off kilter just thanks to everything is an opportunity to be great. Yeah. All right. So, good people, give me 1 second here. My link's not wanting to respond to me. It just was a minute ago, but now all of a sudden it don't like me no more. And we do have in the building. My co-host is in the building, and he fresh off his Super Bowl week experience. You know what I'm saying? Himself.
Yeah, because this guy over here talking about something, he gonna give me a show, and I'm like, dude, did y'all just win the Super Bowl, and you want to do a show?
Hey, we might as well do it. I mean, we here, we in there. You know what I'm saying?
You only know why you doing it because I say we gonna be short with it. I need you celebrating. We ain't have much to celebrate.
The reason I'm doing it. That is not true.
You gotta celebrate stuff.
That's not true.
I need you to take chances when you
got the only reason I'm doing it, sir. Oh, absolutely, sir. Celebrations. I'm going to the parade on Friday. What you mean? I'm celebrating. You know what I'm saying? February 9th is now a national holiday. In my mind. You know what I mean?
I wasn't even thinking about wrestling that
day. And everybody, you're welcome because the Chiefs referee inflicted dominance now over. You're welcome. We don't have to deal with that no more. But we're gonna get into this TNA thing here.
Do we have to?
Playmaker, appreciate you hopping in, of course. So now we go. Now link working. All right. So TNA. Joe Henry's doing a concert. Long story short, you could go for the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. The one thing I'll say about TNA that I find a little entertaining is whenever somebody wins the championship, the first challenger is normally somebody that they're going to easily beat. And, you take that with it will, but Jake something, he ain't been in no title picture, so him just ending up out of somewhere is just kind of like, well, where'd that come from? Type situation. But that's what we got there. All right. Then Gia Miller caught up with Miss Masha Slamovich. And she had some words of cuss for Cora Jade because, they got this little thing brewing between them. Right? And then Tyson DuPont, one of the three people, or the other two people is now with Wes Lee, is in action against Ace Austin. So remember, Ace was in the tag team with Chris Bay, but Chris Bay suffered a major injury. So he's going to be out. So you got to kind of go a different way with Ace Austin. Ace Austin did beat Tyson DuPont, which was not a big surprise. DuPont's more like muscle, right? Maybe he turns into something as he seems like he may learn a little bit more, but right now he's muscle, looks tough, but in the ring, nothing happened. After the match, they tried to jump Ace Austin, of course, and when attempting that, the Rascals came in and chased him off. So Ace Austin got him a little backup now. Nothing wrong with having a little backup. And now I'm a charger. Supposed to be charging, ain't charging, y'all. Hold on a second. We got to make sure it's working around here. Hold on, y'all.
So, this is what happens.
All right, gotta love live. We back. There's a Knockouts Battle Royal. Go ahead.
Go.
I thought you was about.
Why
there was a Knockouts Battle Royal, but Tessa Blanchard decided she didn't want to be in it because she thought it was going to be 9 against 1, so she's not going to be in the Knockouts Battle Royal.
It's going to be 9 against 1. You're not welcome back, according to them.
Right. You're basically in a faction with Hulk Hogan as far as people liking you and wanting you in the wrestling business right now, ma'am. So, congratulations on that.
I heard what you did, but
Sami Callihan.
I wasn't there to watch, so I can't really react to it.
Mance Warner and Steph DeLander targeted Sami Callihan. We kind of know that. So we had the Knockouts of Battle Royal. Cora Jade also says that she's on commentary because she is willing to compete against other people for a title opportunity. She feels like she should just get an opportunity. So that's how that went. And Savannah Evans won. So Savannah Evans is the number 1 contender. She beat Rosemary. Well, these are all the people in the Battle Royal. Rosemary, Ash by Elegance, Heather by Elegance. Jazz made her return. Yes, old school Jazz to be in the Battle Royal. Tasha Steelz, Mega Cupcakes, Zaya Brookside, Jody Threat, and Danny Luna. All were also in the match. So, yeah, that's that. So that's Savannah Evans will be the next person to challenge Masha Slamovich. All I can really say about that is Masha's going to win. So Eric Young, we talked about Eric Young and last week how he was did the turn and became the new leader of the Northern Army. So comes out this week, says he's the new leader. Steve Macklin comes out. He asked Young why he was willing to join them because they tried to end both of their careers. And he says he won't stand alongside Young as long as he's aligned with the Northern Army. So, and Josh Alexander came out. He said his last match in TNA is next week, and it'll be against Eric Young. So, cue the speculation of where Josh Alexander is going. I would like it to be AEW if he's actually leaving, but we'll get to why that may be a viable choice moving forward.
You have said nothing interesting so far yet.
Yeah, nothing really interesting. Then we had, of course, the match we were talking about last week. The Hardys and Leon Slater versus the System, which is JDF, Moose, and Eddie Edwards. That combination of the System. And, of course, the System lost because as a group, that's what the System does. Mustafa Ali was doing a few things backstage. I don't need to really get into it, but he was doing a few things backstage. Mike Santana had a match against Matt Cardona. Mike Santana beat Matt Cardona. I don't even understand the purpose of having Matt Cardona on the show if he's always going to lose, because nobody expects him to do anything but lose. All right. Then we have a tag team championship match, NXT tag team championship match. Fraxium versus the Nemeth Boys. And of course, Fraxium beat the Nemeth Boys. TNA's got to do a better job of, I think, like they tell stories, but it's gotten to the point where it's predictable. Like you can look at the card for TNA and know who's going to win. So I think they just need to do a little bit better job of being less predictable. Because they put on good matches, but just very predictable. Hit the comments real quick. Yolanda says, "Hey, I know you celebrating, but you late. Laugh out loud." You are correct, Yolanda. And
He ain't the reason why he ain't the reason why you're late. I'm the reason why it is late. Because I really didn't want to do the show, to be honest. I wanted him to go celebrate. That's what I want. I want him to go celebrate.
Hey, bro, I celebrated all last night. I celebrated. I'm gonna celebrate tomorrow. I'm gonna celebrate until Friday and beyond. Trust me. I might randomly on a Tuesday just be like, "Oh, party time."
I want him to go
celebrate.
Ain't no
what day celebration.
He talking about he gonna give me the show run. I'm like, just give me the show run down. Not even 24 after the Eagles won Super Bowl. Not even 24 after.
Hey man, it's called dedication and love for this show. I love to do Monarchs.
And hey, look here, Sam, if you're listening, anytime I say cut this out into a short, this is the segment that I want. I was trying to figure out why every time you posted a short, why it wasn't the short that I wanted. Usually it's the shorts, and I'm like, we didn't really care about that one, that part of the show. So if Sam, if you're watching, please pay attention. There are certain parts that would make great for shorts. Okay. But I'm gonna give you an extra one here because at some point in time, ladies and gentlemen, there will be a TNA superstar that will be joining the show.
Absolutely.
That will be happening.
It will be. So Yolanda says, "Congratulations." So thank you. Thank you. I got my special background. I got the little gold Eagles letters. Can't really see all of them on the bottom, but the little gold letters because champions gold, all that going on. Got the wings flying. Got the hat front and center. I think that's enough for the time we're doing this. Damien says, "Finally, no more Taylor Swift. Thank God."
They're not like
and
us.
thank the Eagles.
They're not like us. They're not like us.
And he says, "R.I.P.
Like
Drake."
They're not like us. They're not like us.
Yeah, Drake got killed. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people had their.
Y'all lucky. Y'all lucky
this
ain't a football show because the fact that all y'all missed the entire message that was going on is.
Yeah, I didn't catch all of it at first, but I caught enough to understand like how it was going. You know what I'm saying? And for those who want to say it wasn't a good show, that's fine. You can have your opinion, but it was purposeful. And sometimes it's more important.
You know what? I'm going to say. Y'all want to be entertained and not pay attention.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Y'all thought y'all could be entertainment, but y'all didn't pay attention. Guess who's in attendance? Mr. Orangehead himself was in attendance.
Oh yeah, and I feel like this was a shot at Mr. Orangehead.
And then if you were paying attention to the commercials, they was also sending messages, but you weren't paying attention. You're trying to be entertained.
Want to be entertained. Absolutely, I'm with it, Playmaker. So,
unlike one show we about to go to that's somehow not being entertaining for whatever reason. Oh, and by the way, I did see that guy that does the certain things because you might I know you said to in a funny way to sum up how that company is run, but seeing him in person, you might be on to something, sir. You just might be on to something.
So,
for those of you who don't know, I ran into Tony Khan down in New Orleans.
I told you, Playmaker, when somebody don't blink, something wrong. So Cole says probably struck a chord and it's probably A minor. One of my favorite comments already.
I'm just gonna say this. And when he said, "How your little sister from?" I was like, ooh.
Damien says, "Not gonna lie, didn't expect Uncle Sam." Facts.
Which is great, and I love Samuel Jackson. Samuel Jackson will play he will play the part just to get the message across. He will play the part. He will sacrifice to get the message across.
Sports PSP gives us the 3 flames. We appreciate that. What's going on, Sports PSP? Cole jumps back in. This is the right place, but the wrong guy. That was direct shot at the president. Agreed. Playmaker. Cole says, "I told you about Candyman Playmaker." He did tell you as well.
When you see him in person, that's what I'm saying.
Bruh, he doesn't blink. It's not right. It's just not right.
I seen it in person. That's what I'm saying. It was like I could. There was no tweaking. There's nothing I can do to. No, it was literally right in front of me. Like, okay, yeah.
Cole says, "My bad. Good evening, Monarchs."
Because I messaged Cole. I messaged Cole talking about something. Yeah, because actually this was the day before I actually saw Tony Khan.
Yep.
Like if I see Tony Khan and I saw it, I'm like, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. Let me save my show. I can't do it.
You should have did it.
Mr. Khan. I say, Mr. Khan.
Tony would have been here like. Tony would have been like this the whole time.
Bruh. Tony Khan would try to cancel us.
Would he not? Would he be like this the whole time?
He probably would, but he'll try to cancel us for what we would be doing to AEW because
that would just make us more popular with the anti-AEW people. That's all. So we're gonna do a quick break here, y'all. Y'all know one of the seasons that we have a lot to talk about is pretty much gone. So we're gonna still give you some stuff, but
it ain't gone. It's good. You still got one more show to do. What you mean?
Let's go.
Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network proudly presents The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday morning beginning April 29th at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
In this case, yeah, you put the blame on Kyle Shanahan for apparently not preparing the team enough for the overtime rules, supposedly.
Cole Johnson.
Peyton was considered the winner, and he was the darling of all darlings for Gerald.
With a special appearance by Tyrone Alizé McDummy.
Ain't nobody calling me. Text. Delete!
Join these two football enthusiasts as they give you Total Football Talk. Live every Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central on the Sertoba Media and the Comey Media YouTube channels.
So we back. We about to talk some AEW, and I'm about to say something.
How quick you gonna run? How quick you gonna do AEW?
Just listen to it. Trust me, okay? I'm about to say something that I haven't said in a long time. AEW put on a good show this past week. AEW put on a good show, and you know me, I keep it real, but they actually did put on a good show. It's not a lot to talk about, but it was a good show. They've always had the wrestling. They starting to get some stories. Somebody new was in there, so it's not a lot of backstage and nothing to talk about. But here's what it is: the Rated R superstar and Jay White started to look at the Death Riders, and it started off with Cope challenging for the championship, won the challenge for the championship, but Moxley said no. So him and Claudio Castagnoli are going to fight Cope and Jay White at Grand Slam. So that's going to be, a match that's going to be on Grand Slam. We've got then the crowd had a big part to do with the show being good too, because the crowd in Atlanta was rock. So Will Ospreay had a match against a member of the Don Callis family that was not known. Turned out to be long-term storytelling, y'all, in AEW. Shocks me too. Mark Davis. If you remember, he's the other third of the trio that they were in at first. So that was a really great storytelling point to have him come in and be on Don Callis' side. And basically it was one of those situations where he was like, hey, we used to be in Aussie Open together, but I'm sitting at home and both of y'all on TV. Don Callis is the only one trying to put me on TV, trying to give me a spot, so I'm going with him. But of course, Ospreay won the match. Callis got the rights to Davis' contract, and he can book him however he wants. So he's basically a member of the Don Callis family now.
He's a hostage.
Omega had to come out and help him. So we got that. Then let's see. So my boys come out, and my co-host got an opportunity to meet them too. The Hurt Syndicate. They hurt people, so they come out.
Yes, the Hurt Syndicate was definitely down in New Orleans, and that was in Hurt Syndicate form. So
yeah, so they came out there doing their thing. They talking about they'll take anybody on. Out comes the returning Gun Boys, who got called the Yas Boys by MVP as he agreed for them to have the match. But instead of getting mad, the Guns was like, all right, if you want to call us that. It's cool. They also, the highlight of it was when MVP said his monsters would already beat y'all Yas down if I didn't have respect for your father. So it's interesting because it's kind of like their Bullet Club goals should still be together, but Jay White's doing one thing, they're doing one thing. So hopefully we still get Bullet Club gold because that was a nice little group. You know what I'm saying? Give them all something to do. They just need Rock Hard Juice Robinson and his crazy self back to make it work. Yeah, the Hurt People chant was really loud in Atlanta too. So that's crazy. So Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher, I'm tired of saying Konosuke Takeshita. It just gets old. Fought the Hounds of Hell, which are the renamed House of Black. So that would be Brody King and, of course, Buddy Matthews, whose wife is one of a lot of our favorites. Of course, Don Callis family won because they're trying to build him up, and the Hounds of Hell can lose because, they don't have their leader anymore and whatever. So Harley Cameron won her first televised AEW match. Again, her first televised AEW match on the B-Show Collision. And she wanted to try to challenge Mercedes Moné for her TBS championship at Grand Slam. And Mercedes was like, you want one match? No. Earlier in the night, Heyman had an interview. While he had his interview, the best wrestler alive, Matt Caster, decided to come to the interview and say that, you should beat up his former tag team partner. but or daddy ass. But Hangman was like, they're not here. You are, so I should beat you up. So Max Caster took off. Hangman was following and chasing, so he ended up in the ring, and they interrupted MJF's soliloquy. Then Dustin Rhodes arrived and straight cussed MJF off and insulted him for bringing up just and wrestlers' families and talking about the whole thing with Jeff Jarrett. At the end of it, MJF ended up giving him an undertaking. For those of you who may not be aware of what that is, that's a kick to the groin. We call it the undertaking. So he ended up getting one of those. So we're gonna have Dustin and MJF fight.
You don't get your butt back on camera.
I'm not on camera.
No, you're not on camera.
This camera is acting up, y'all. I'm in a new space here, and things ain't always working like I want them to right this moment because I'm in the flux of getting everything straight. Give me a minute here, y'all. Give me a minute.
Why are you sitting here trying to run down the entire AEW? There's only one thing you should have been talking about. There's only one thing. Well, maybe a couple of things, because the whole Mercedes Moné thing, yeah, that's a good one. All right. Here's my problem with Tony Khan. We've been having this thing with Ricochet and Strickland going on for quite some time, right? Why are we having it on a Dynamite? Why is it not on a pay-per-view or PLE?
All right, you can hear me, but this camera's tripping. Let me try something here.
See?
Camera don't normally act like this, y'all. Oh, go ahead and tell them what your problem is. Hey, man, go and tell them.
I already said it. I don't know if you heard me. So we're gonna have Sir Strickland and Ricochet go ahead on a Dynamite. Not a pay-per-view.
Well, this is why I think it worked, right? And I'm not a defender of Tony Khan, but I try to keep it a buck as much as I can. This is why I think it works. It works because now it sets you up to be able to do a pay-per-view match, and it makes sense because one of them, you know what I'm saying? Because of Ricochet actually winning. There we go. Had to do a quick hood reboot, y'all. But it makes sense because you had to get Swerve back right. As far not Swerve to get Ricochet a win. So now that he got the win over Swerve in the main event, we'll go ahead and skip to that. Swerve got the win. He lost in the main event. So with him catching that L, well, I guess we're not getting a background, y'all.
But
I'll come on for you, but we ain't doing your background.
The only thing left to talk about from AEW, and I can't believe I'm the one that's going to start this off. It's usually you, not me. Tony Storm went to a whole nother level.
Tony and Queen Aminata had a match. And for those of you who watch, y'all understand that was a caked up and caked out match. But I do want to say Queen Aminata looked very nice and appreciated and wonderful to enjoy watching her at any time.
Yeah, I get it. Gotta give our black queens their love.
Yes.
Tony
Storm and that Mariah May outfit. I had to hold my chest for a second. I might have had one or two heart palpitations. At the end of the match, when she stretched out in the ring, I was like, yes, please. May we have more. Great match, though, by the way. Toni Storm came out. She did a straight Mariah May. And it was perfect. And it rattled Mariah May. It was great. It was great. It was the great psychosis, that psychology that, timeless Toni Storm is known for.
Well, like my co-host, that That's not what they were talking about. They were talking about something else. The fact that she was in that Mariah May costume because something was very fluffy, very visible.
Cole put it best. Timeless
Hey.
Tony Storm as Mariah May, 7-layer cakes. And I would agree. You can even throw another one on there if you want to make it 8-layer cakes. And it gave Queen Aminata triple cakes. But boy, Tony Storm in that Mariah May outfit, palpitations. Okay,
As soon as I saw that costume, I was like, "Yep, my Cole's probably had a heart attack."
palpitations. I didn't quite have a heart attack, but that was some.
But you was on your way to one.
That was some
From what you said,
palpitations.
you was on your way to one.
There could have been a few palpitations. I'll say that. You know what I'm saying?
But Tony Storm is snatching people. In the figurative voice, he is snatching people.
Yes, it was great.
Jeez.
So we're going to just hit the comments and then we're going to move on. Cole says, we'll start right here. Cole says, Ricochet still needs to go back to WWE. Why is that clown doing that? John Cena laughed during his Dr. Thugonomics days. Daniel Berry says, yo. Damien says, Serena, gall darn. Of course, Damien didn't say gall darn, but you get what he's saying.
She'll cripple. She'll see walking the heck out of that mug.
I told somebody, I was like, that's Serena. They was like, nah, that's a lookalike. I'm like,
That's
Serena.
the crazy part. Wasn't nobody really paying attention.
I was like, that's Serena, bro. I know Serena when I see Serena.
That was Serena.
Serena got cakes too. I know cakes when I see them.
You couldn't see
the side, the front, or the back.
But she had on that skirt and it was like, dang.
Yes. I know. All right. So Cole says, we'll miss you, Malachi Black. We will see the return of Aleister Black. Yes.
The sarcasticness in Cole Johnson is undeniable.
He also says MJF's act is getting old. Get out there, Maxwell. Say where we are, insult the people, introduce the opponent, compliment him, insult him, then insult the opponent's past, rinse, repeat. That's pretty much him. He should have stayed a good guy. I don't understand why he's even a bad guy. Cole also says the pop guard said he had a problem with Swerve Strickland versus Ricochet on a Dynamite.
Cole need to get over it. That's what Cole need to do. Get over it.
Cole says, I do like what they're doing with Harley Cameron. They actually are building up someone. This is true. And then Yolanda says, that was great. Tony is just too good. And the thing is, it's like with Tony Storm, it's like the amazing cakes and the sex appeal and all that. But she also can wrestle. So it's like everything.
See?
And the accent. The accent gets me too much. It's great. Cole says, somebody check Candyman's blow is forcing him to make sense. I told you, man, he didn't got used to that level. As long as he don't go up no more, we good. Yolanda says, Mariah wish she had those cakes. Right. Mariah ain't got cakes like that. That's why it looks so outstanding on Tony. Yolanda said, Mariah looked real jealous. Mariah should look real jealous. I do agree. Yolanda, I do agree.
You took my look and it got upgraded. Like everybody, we love Mariah May. Mariah Mays.
Yes, Mariah Mays.
And we love Tony Storm, but Tony Storm said, I'm gonna take your look and I'm gonna make you look bad. Which is not hard, which is not easy to do. And she put it off.
She was hitting people with the Mayday and everything. It's crazy. But I'm gonna tell you what, Tony, you did that thing. I don't care what nobody else got to say. Tony did that thing.
Like, darn, Tony.
Tony did that thing.
She K'd out Mariah May.
Yo. So look, I know Playmaker need a little time to discuss what happened with WWE. So you know what?
I don't need that much time.
Okay. We're gonna make the commercial break real quick. We're gonna come back. And then Playmaker gonna do the thing. It ain't really too much. But we're gonna let Playmaker do the thing because that's what Playmaker does when he does what he does. Let's go.
Whether it's the men's college game,
The way that this season has been going,
Yeah, anything is possible.
The women's college game.
And how passionate Angel Reese was at that press conference. They got their mojo now.
The WNBA.
AJ Wilson, Brianna Stewart 1 and 2, followed by Brittany Griner, Aaliyah Boston, Jackie Young.
Or the NBA.
The Lakers had a 0.8 chance of winning. And then what happened in the fourth quarter? LeBron James by himself outdid the Clippers.
You will get any and all of the information right at your fingertips or your earlobes. Join the Playmaker as he breaks down all things basketball in Shooting Lights Out on the Playmaker's blog, network, YouTube channel, and where you can find podcasts.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
You know, since we're doing, this and all that other stuff, because what Kendrick Lamar did, this coming up tonight comes from BS3 Network, Cole Johnson. That's just wrong, Cole. You did not have to do Mariah May like that. You did not have to do Mariah May like that.
Cole says Tony was like Beyonce to Mariah. Baby, let me upgrade you.
You did not have to do Mariah May like that. Jeez.
War Heroes 99 says Tony should have won the Royal Rumble. I wouldn't have been mad if she did.
Hell, if she would have showed up, nobody would have been mad. Because, hey, good to see you, Tony. Didn't expect this to happen, but hey, we ain't complaining.
Mm-mm.
You can get in, you can jump right in, jump right out. We still won't be mad.
Facts on facts on facts.
Now to the world of wrestling entertainment. Now I'm gonna go through this quickly. I'll come back to the opening later because he was on SmackDown too. I'll get to the Queen. She was on all 3 shows. But we had a Luca Kaiser against Penta. We know who won that game. Quite obvious. But Luca Kaiser wanted to get some more Penta because he's a sore loser. So we could be seeing that again at some point in time. Just be prepared. The Maverick already not making friends on Monday Night Raw as he cost Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee their match against the New Day. Oh, the New Day can win a match. Who would ever would have thought? New Day can win a match.
New Day got new music.
Yeah, they got new music.
I actually like it.
Yeah, they got new music and whatnot. Seth freaking Rollins had a little message to send to Sami Zayn because Sami Zayn was taking on a certain passion in the main event of Monday Night Raw. But before I get to that, We did have Elimination Chamber qualifying matches from the women's side. Liv Morgan defeated Io Sky.
Because
we
of
hate,
the third
we,
action.
we hate the fact that it happened. It has to be Io Sky in that position, but we all knew what was going. We all knew which way it was going. Yeah, okay. Y'all not. Come on, really? Tell me in what universe and what planet, what day, what month, what year, whatever, is Liv Morgan better than Io Sky? Tell me.
In Bizarro World, boom. That's the only place.
If that thing such does exist, then yeah. But come on, man. They trying to bit. Liv Morgan is the one they want. The blonde head,
But Io is more caked up anyway.
The thoughtness that she's trained towards Dominic Mysterio. But
it is spectacular, for sure.
But we all know if we're really gonna do this right, Io Sky's winning. Now going back to Seth Rollins because he had a message with Sami Zayn against CM Punk, because CM Punk was his qualifying match. When you put CM Punk in the ring with somebody like a Sami Zayn, no disrespect to Sami Zayn, we all know who's winning this match, especially you talking about going towards a PLE event. We know who's winning this match. CM Punk. But it's what happened afterwards. First and foremost, how in the hell did Kevin Owens have enough strength to make it to Monday Night Raw? That's the first part. Second part is, did you expect him to attack Sami Zayn? You are very quiet, which is unexpected from you.
Sometimes you gotta be quiet, man. Sometimes you gotta surprise people with a little quietness.
A package power driver to Sami Zayn to end Monday Night Raw. Then we go to NXT.
I didn't mind the package power driver. I knew sooner or later Kevin Owens was gonna do this, so we got it over sooner.
But you should notice they only using it for attacks, not within matches. No, you ain't gonna do it. That's your one way of using the pocket power driver. It's unexpected, and it's not doing a match. You just doing. You're being a heel.
Yep.
You're doing it in a ways that it's too late for anybody to stop you. Then we go to NXT. And Miss Helen, be prepared to drop that North American Championship very soon. Stephanie's coming to get it. And Shawn Michaels, don't you screw this up. Don't you screw this up. Now, I understand if you go to one route and you say, no, not yet. Not yet. Give it a little bit more, a little more spice to it, a little more wait time to it. I'm with you on that. But it don't take forever to cook a turkey.
That's an interesting analogy. I can rock with it.
I'm glad you caught my drift.
Yeah.
But just show Stephanie Vaquera is coming for that North American Championship, and it will be hers. So fall and get ready. She's coming. She is coming. I can't wait. Try to have one of your friends fight her and JC Jane. Like, really? This is what we doing? JC Jane can't even strap her boots.
I feel that, big dog.
A familiar face returned to the NXT. And then you heard the dancing music. Fandango popped up in NXT. Send the talents to Mr. Lexus King for the Heritage Cup. Now, the most shocking part would be Fandango actually win the Heritage Cup. But for all intents and purposes, I mean, we're just making sure Lexus King can put that cup on display so the people of TNA can see it for themselves and understand this is an NXT title. But hey, Fandango showed up on NXT, sir.
Showed up last week too.
I ain't see last week.
Wait a minute. This is last week's. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long week. Yeah,
and he has,
tomorrow night.
Which is crazy because they let everybody else come back to the name that they got at the other promotion, but he comes back. It is Fandango.
He said he loved it.
Yeah, we're trying to fight somebody from the family, and we know what happened. That's all we're gonna say on that.
Yes, we do.
Soruko and Zarya defeated Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley. I mean, you put
there was some cakes in that match.
Yeah, it was some case in that. It's some case in that match, but you put a twisted individual in Paxley, and how can I describe Gigi Dolan? The lost Gigi Dolan, because she is lost in this moment in time. She's lost. They keep throwing her in different teams, and she just lost. Against the Brock Lesnar of the women's division, sorry. And yes, I'm still calling her the Brock Lesnar of the women's division. I don't care what y'all say. If y'all see how she moves and what her finishing move is, she is the Brock Lesnar of the women's division. Any objections?
Not here, sir.
Okay. And oh yes, by the way, if y'all want to know, yes, the match was won by a snow snatcher to Gigi Dolan. So yes, there was a snow snatcher involved. That is still like the coolest finishing move right now.
Agreed.
A reverse off the turnbuckle RKO. Jeez. All right, so I'm gonna put this in this manner here. Talk about case, right? There was some case involved in this one, but a lot of beauty involved in this one as well. Okay, you ready?
Most of the time, those two things go hand in hand.
Most of the time, but we had a lot of different components here. Okay, that's why I laid it out that way. All right, the Queen Charlotte Flair showed up on NXT after she showed up on SmackDown. They had her little. She called mommy a kid, right? Because she called Tiffany Sharp something else. I'll get to that in a minute. She showed up on NXT. She wanted to see Julia. And she was inspired by Julia, the NXT Women's Champion. Bailey, Roxanne, they continue their little heated rivalry, which is, I do not think this rivalry will last this damn long, but here we are, to be honest. I don't know if you thought it would last this long, but I didn't. But here we are.
I thought it was a one-off, to be honest with you.
That's what I was thinking. You know, they get into it. So you got Charlotte, you got the Queen Charlotte, you got Julia, the NXT Women's Champion, you got Roxanne, you got Bailey. And Cora Jade wanted to crash the whole entire party, which included Roxanne Perez. What happened between her and Roxanne Perez? Did we miss something on social media that wasn't out on NXT? Did we miss anything?
I'm gonna go with no for 500.
Okay. Just asking, because if y'all seen something that we didn't, let us know.
They did the AEW storyline with it.
Because he just took out Roxanne. I'm just gonna say that. But to her defense, to Cora Jade's defense, she did grab that women's NXT championship with signals. Hey, there's no friends when it comes to this title. Which is true.
Get all the championships.
Which is true. When it comes to championships, unless they're a tag team, there's no friends.
This is true.
You want to be on top of the world, you got to lose some friends. And speaking of losing, your girls has officially hit rock bottom. How can you win a match and then lose it? If those of you don't know what I'm talking about, Kalani Jordan actually beat Karma Petrova, but she lost her mind so darn much the referee reversed it and gave the victory to Petrova.
Hey, the cakes is going crazy, man. We have to start calling the crazy cakes.
She has really hit rock bottom now. And by the way, Cole Johnson, your girl Jada Parker, she is enjoying every bit of Kalani Jordan's meltdown. She's enjoying every bit of it. That's the crazy part. Jada Parker didn't have to do nothing, just be on commentary for Kalani Jordan to lose it. And then we have an issue. We have an issue. A-Town Down Under defeated Obafemi and Trick Williams. Why? Because if you can put up Cole Johnson's comment, the third one from the bottom.
Yeah, 1 second. Hold on. Froze for a second here.
Froze. Dang.
This one right here.
Yeah, because Eddie Thor decided to get involved. Why did Eddie Thor get involved? Because he wanted to beat the hell out of Trick Williams. Why Trick Williams? We don't know.
I would say hate.
Eddie Thor, you had the opportunity against Obafemi, and Obafemi whooped that
Trick.
Yeah. I was going with a different word, but that works with that. Oh, and by the way, is it me or is Ava is starting to become an official general manager now? I mean, she always had the title, but I'm saying that she's like
there's rumors that she's going to be moving up to the main roster soon as a talent and not a general manager. So they're trying to get her more involved to get her known for that move. That's what the rumor is.
Because she will both. She walked right into the men's locker room. She walked right at Trick Williams and she chewed him out. I was like, okay, Ava. All right. Time to stop being nice and be a boss.
War Hero says JC joined JD.
Joining JD.
Mm-hmm.
Joining him. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Since we're on the comments, Cole says Roxanne's storyline is a selfish little prick. In a meeting with Ava, Roxanne griped about getting a rematch for the NXT Women's Championship and blamed the most recent loss on Cora. So maybe Cora got mad about that.
And she finna whoop that Trick.
War Hero 99 says he wanted Oba, but Trick was there.
I mean, that's not the person you want to use as a messenger.
Nah.
Nobody believes in Eddie Thorpe. So
Eddie
Trick,
Thorpe's mama don't believe in Eddie Thorpe.
So Trick whoop that Trick like the way that he deserves. The way he deserves, darn it. And then that brings us to Friday Night Smackdown. Now, sir, now you can do your favorite thing, because now the one person I didn't talk to who won the Royal Rumble was main event Jey Uso.
Yeet.
Why? Because him and Gunther, they renewed their harsh rivalry words against each other on Monday night. But he said, I'm going to go to SmackDown. I'm going to holler at the homie Cody. Hollers at the homie Cody. And by the way, those of you who are y'all still upset that Jey Uso won the Men's Royal Rumble? Are you still mad?
Yeet.
Did you not see how Cleveland was reacting on Monday night?
Yeet.
Did you not see what they was at on SmackDown? Did you not? Was it me or did both crowds say one more time?
They did.
They wanted an encore of the entrance. So are y'all still mad that Jey Uso won the Men's Royal Rumble? And I bet Triple H was in the back that was like, oh, you haters back there can suck it. Look at this. The crowd was saying one more time. Hey, Jay, only thing Jay was good. Y'all gonna hit it? All right, we're going another round.
Yeet-tacular.
The fans of the WWE are letting you know they made the right choice for main event Uso to be in the spot.
The fans are pleased. This fan is pleased.
And there's a whole bunch of them. You won't be hearing this set of people. Oh no. This is a train full of people.
And I'm on the front row. Yeet.
He hard at that, Cody. Hey, I gotta admit, they painted the picture very well. Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes in the main event of WrestleMania 41. And you sit there, you're just like, it make you think now. Because we want him to get Gunther. Like, go ahead and whoop him. Beat him, okay? Because you haven't beaten him yet, and you should have beat him by now. But they make you like, you know what? I might can rock with Jay versus Cody at Mania. Well, but
you got to add some doubt because people was too much for Jay Gunther again, so you had to make it where it's a choice again.
But I'll speak for my co-host. I'll speak for my co-host in the Monarchs of Wrestling show. We want Jey Uso versus Gunther.
Speak away, sir.
That's what we want. We want Jey Uso versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's what we want. Cody, we love you, but we want Jay to get Gunther.
And we want Gunther to get got at WrestleMania. We want to be eating at the end of night one.
We'll get back to Cody later. I did speak of the Queen earlier. The Queen made her appearance talking to Tiffany Stratton. She called Tiffany Stratton a child. Now, y'all explain to me the difference between kid and child because you can use them intertwinedly, as most people do.
Child sounds more insulting.
Okay. That's what I'm getting. That's the vibe I was getting.
Yeah.
Call Tiffany Stratton a child. I know what the Queen is doing. She's getting on the people. The fact that she just shows up gets on the bed everybody's skin, which I love, period. And I love she's playing the crowd. Well, so do y'all want to cheer? Do y'all want to woo? Do y'all want to boo? And it's a mixed reaction of all three.
I want to boo.
You can go ahead and boo away, sir. I would not be booing. That is the Queen.
I know you won't, sir.
I would not be. That's like we acknowledge our tribal chief. I acknowledge the Queen. We're gonna do one way, we're gonna do both ways. I'm doing it both ways. There is no discrimination over here. I will acknowledge the tribal chief and I will acknowledge the Queen.
The Queen doesn't have an Ulafala. The tribal chief does.
Don't matter. I'm acknowledging both of them.
Okay. Only one of them has an actual representation of their role. One just has the name that she's given herself. But, yeah.
I'm not that familiar with the Samoa Hedges. I don't know if women have that for themselves. So
she ain't got no crown, nothing. Okay.
She don't got no crown.
She ain't got nothing to represent being the Queen. That's what I'm saying.
They call Seth Rollins the visionary. What did he do to do that?
He wears weird outfits. That's why he's a visionary, because he wears weird outfits.
There ain't no visionary. That's just
He's a visionary. He's a revolutionary.
He ain't none of that.
He both of those with them outfits.
Jeez. Anyway, back to it. Now I will say this. First, First, let me ask you a question. Very serious question, sir.
I'll try to be serious.
No, I know you're gonna be serious when I ask this question because I know you don't. This person here, you've been very critical of. Where you at on Big Jim thus far?
He's getting the right build now.
Okay.
And we get a chance to hear the second best Bloodline theme song. Because let's be honest, Solo got it. Like, you say what you want. Solo's theme is, I'm thinking, settle the score.
Oh, we're going to talk about him in a minute. But I was asking because I know you've been very, very critical of Jimmy.
But after that,
rightfully so. I'm not going to lie, rightfully so.
Big Jim theme is hot. You got to get him out there. Right? You got to build him up, let him lose, let him get some opportunities, let him lose, but let him start to look better. Because the story with him is basically, my brother going on to be a solo star, so I need to be a solo star then. And working toward it slowly. I like slow builds. Don't try to take him and try to put him at the top right away. Let him build himself up. I like it. I actually like it.
All right. So now we got Cool and Jimmy on the right direction now. Took some time, but we got there. We on the right path.
They finally building them up. You know, don't put nobody in no WrestleMania match and they ain't built up.
All right. So we going somewhere. I did ask that because Jim had an opportunity to make the elimination chamber along with LA Knight and the newly acquired Drew McIntyre.
Who hates the Raw, by the way. He hates the Raw. He hates the Raw general manager.
Yep, he does. He definitely does. I didn't see him taking that shot at Adam Pearce, but he did anyway.
He straight up.
And gotta say, love the finish of the match. LA Knight had Big Jim in the BFT submission with the Claymore to the back of the head, drop both of them. 1, 2, 3, Drew McIntyre wins. I knew Drew McIntyre was gonna win, but hey, they gave me a creative finish. So I give that was a creative finish. I can deal with that. A very creative finish. But so Drew McIntyre is in the middle of the mission champion. So who we have right now? We have CM Punk. We have Drew McIntyre.
We've got John Cena who pointed himself.
Well, when you're done what he has done, you can have that right.
I'm not saying anything's wrong. I'm just saying he appointed himself. He didn't have a qualifying match, just so people don't be like, "Oh, what was his match?" He appointed himself.
That was his freebie.
Yeah.
And speaking of qualifying, Alexa Bliss qualified against Candice LeRae
with a couple of glitches.
You knew I was coming to. I was like, however, I ain't gonna have Holly Bliss for much longer. I can tell you that now.
Well, she came when I seen her that she had the doll. I was like, "You're gonna get Harley Blue a little bit."
I ain't gonna have her for much longer. I'm gonna try to enjoy this while I can, but especially when she did that finishing move, I was like, "Oh Lord, she did the finishing move." Oh yeah, it's coming. It's definitely coming.
I think we're gonna get Uncle Howdy morphed into the Fiend here soon. And that's when we're gonna get Alexa Bliss.
Now,
Sister Abigail, Alexa Bliss, or whatever they're gonna call her.
Now, full disclosure, Cody Rhodes. Right now, Roman Reigns is still in them, but we don't know what show he's gonna be on.
Yes, we do.
But kayfabe, man, come on, kayfabe. Kayfabe here. But Cody Rhodes. Who else top stars? Well, Damian Priest is on that show now. Drew McIntyre is on that show now.
Can I give you a quick what if?
What's that?
What if Jay challenges Cody? Roman comes back, wins the Elimination Chamber, challenges Gunther, beats Gunther, and that's how he goes to Raw.
But
I don't think it'll happen, but it's just a great what if.
I give it That's a 5% what if.
You're kind with 5% for that reason.
5% what if, but
yeah, you're being kind with 5%. I appreciate that.
My point is, Friday, I'm giving y'all a preview. Y'all be aware. There's a monster, a Punisher, but most importantly, a Samoan Werewolf qualifying for the Elimination Chamber. If this Samoan Werewolf gets in the chamber, who is beating him in there?
They ain't gonna let him get in.
That's what I'm saying. If he gets in,
he's got to dominate the match and lose. That's literally how it has to go. He has to dominate and lose.
And lose on some freak call.
Yeah, or he gets knocked out and then the other two end up one of them getting pinned. Something like that. They're protecting him greatly, and they need to. But he can't be in the thing too fast.
So my thing is we need Damian Priest to win the match on Friday.
Yes, I agree.
Braun Strowman, I like you. I do. But for this match to have the actual meaning that it should have, because most likely if the things go their way that we are thinking that it's going to go, the winner of the Elimination Chamber match is getting Cody Rhodes. So we need every possibility of every participant in this match to say him against Cody Rhodes. Okay, I like it.
Or if it's not Cody, it's Gunther. So we still want to have we want to have viable candidates. We don't want to go into the Elimination Chamber and you got 3 guys that can win and 3 guys who you know ain't gonna win. That's what my coach is saying.
Yes. Yes, make it Triple H, make the Elimination Chamber spicy. Yeah. Give us like, darn, I don't know who to pick.
Make us be wrong about who wins.
Like, oh,
it's been a long time.
You be like, you're like, I'm leaning. You want to be like, I'm leaning this way. When you say leaning, that means you're not really sure.
Right.
I'm leaning this way. We want to lean. We don't want to be here like, oh yeah, that's what you call it. Yeah, we good. Yeah, I got this. But Jacob Fatu is, he trust me, when the time is right, they gonna shoot him past the moon.
I would agree.
Oh yeah, and Jacob Fatu got in the match with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, but Solo returned and attacked Cody Rhodes. So that leaves 1-2 questions as we close out. Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes again at Elimination Chamber. Or Solo, you get the opportunity to get into the Elimination Chamber and earn your way back to Cody Rhodes. Those are the only 2 questions I have. Those are the only 2 questions I have.
If it's the first one, it's going to suck because we know he's going to lose. If it's the second one,
that'd be one of the people that you sit there and you have to think.
Yeah.
Because Solo actually get his way back into the main event picture. And what's I say Roman Reigns is in limo because we don't even know what he's doing. And I have a feeling he might get at it and he didn't even have to qualify. Because who he has by his side? The Iceman.
It's interesting how on Raw so far it's been one-on-one matches. On SmackDown has been triple threats.
Yep. So, with that being said, let's get ready for Monday Night Raw and another qualifying match. Logan Paul versus Rey Mysterio. And unfortunately and I do mean unfortunately for all of us, that guy named Logan Paul is beating Rey Mysterio. So we're going to be seeing Logan Paul in the Elimination Chamber match. Now, don't get me wrong. He might give us the highlight of the night. But we don't want him anywhere near a championship.
No, we don't.
All right. Since you're the celebratory man, get us out of here.
So we had some more comments, but we getting up out of here, y'all. So we appreciate everybody who commented. A little bit of a late start, do just a couple of different things, but we all good. We rocking. We in the scene. Y'all catch us next week. we'll be, of course, discussing more wrestling. It's your boys, the Monarchs. We out, but before we go, make sure you tell 4 people who you think are your friends. They may not be. And 4 people who don't like you. Come on through and check us out because you know they're going to like us. And also, it's never where you start. It's always where you finish. That should have been the motto for the Eagles this year because we finished on top. Yeah. Had to throw that in.
And now we are on the road to WrestleMania.
Yep. WrestleMania is coming. But you might hear a little bit more about the Eagles on here. Full disclosure, just, a couple more weeks just because I'm going to be celebrating for a while. This is number 2, baby. I never thought I'd see 1 in my lifetime. We got 2. Let's go.